Okay, the next step in getting you started on the Ignite digital marketing platform is going to be selecting and publishing the Spark sites that you wish to use for promotional purposes. To begin this process, come to the command bar, scroll down to the third icon that's labeled Sparksites and click it. Now, the first time you come into the Sparksite Manager, you're going to probably not have any published, so it's going to look just like this. And what you can do is you can go through the different categories of Sparksites on these tabs and see what's available for you that has been provided by the company. Recruiting Sparks are going to be enrollment, offers, that kind of thing. More information. These are typically very simple websites that don't collect a ton of information, but it will put a lead into your database for you to use to market to. And so that the system can actually, using its automation capabilities, can actually begin marketing to that person even before you get involved. One last category is other. If a company has special Spark sites set up, this is where they will show up. So what we're going to focus on, let's pick one to publish. I'm going to pick this one for a more information request. So what we're going to do is we're going to publish it. All we have to do is click this offline red slider bar and slide it over to publish. And what it's going to prompt me is, if this is the first time you've published this Spark site, this piece is not really relevant. But what you can do here is reset the site analytics here. And if you do this, all existing analytics will be taken off and zeroed out. And so everything, all the counts and everything would start over. And we'll show you the analytics in just a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to publish this site. And you'll notice that it moved off of the More Information tab onto My Spark Sites Published tab. This is a quick way for you to see every site that you currently have active. And you can have multiples. So let's pick another one. So we're going to go to the Recruiting Spark, and we're going to go ahead and publish this one as well. Same process. Okay, so now you see I have 2 Spark sites published, and I'm going to do one more just to show you that you can, again, publish as many or as few as you want. Now, I will tell you, be reasonable about what you're publishing, because they're not going to do any good if you don't promote them. So first thing we'll do is we'll talk about the actual Spark sites. These sites, as an example, have been set up to be replicated to you. So if I come here to this Spark site, you'll notice this is showing in preview mode and there's no replicated information here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this copy link to clipboard button. I'm going to actually get the link in my clipboard. I'm going to come up here, I'm going to open a new tab, and I'm going to just paste that in here, and I'm going to hit return. And you're going to see that Spark site is now going to come up. But you notice that there is actually replicated information included. This is optional. If a company has created a Spark site for you that does not have this, it means they didn't want to put it on there. However, be assured that any activity that occurs on this Spark site will always be attributed to you as the Spark site owner. Okay, so again, it's very simplistic. This one is collecting a little bit more information. And what this is going to do is when they fill this form out, it's going to actually put a lead into the system for you with all the information that they entered. Okay, so once that's been done and they click submit, it'll put the data into the system, and it will go to a thank you page. Then, depending on how you have the system set up, it will either have begun marketing immediately via email and text messages, or it'll just sit there until you address it, and the system will tell you when you get a new lead. Okay, how do you promote your Spark site? Well, we're going to talk about that in our next video, but we'll come back to this screen when we do it. Obviously, there's some pieces here: social media integration, QR code, and then the actual link. So that is pretty much selecting your Sparksites and publishing them. So what happens if you say, I no longer want to promote this Sparksite? Well, it's really easy. You come here, you click the online slider, and it warns you it's fixing to take that site down. So you just click on publish, and it's gone. Now it moves back to the category that it was in originally, so you can just republish it if you want to. So I'm going to do that just to stay consistent. And I'm on my Sparksites. Now, if you want to know how a particular Sparksite is performing, there will be a more in-depth video that goes into this, but just if you want to view the analytics, there is a special button here. You click it, and it's going to open up a series of charts and stats about this website to see how it's performing for you. Okay, and we'll go more in depth in that on another video. Okay, that's pretty much it for selecting and publishing your Sparksite. So this step is complete. Let's move on to the next step.